Hello everyone and welcome to the Stoop. Harlequins Live is back and two men making their debuts on the show today. We have Harlequins centre and Calcutta Cup winner Hugh Jones and Harlequins scrum half Scotland flanker, scrum half, wherever they need you, but most importantly also Calcutta Cup winner Scott Steele. Hugh, we'll start with you. How are you? You're not playing today, neither are you, Scott, which makes me very sad. But rugby on the pitch is losses, off the pitch is gain. How are you doing?
Yeah, pretty well. Not playing today due to a tight calf, but yeah, I'm excited to watch the boys get a win today, so it should be good.
Well, excited to have you here. We had such a good chat, Scott, after the Castor game. You had a smile on your face. You'd ripped it up for an hour in one of the most physical games I'd ever seen in my life, but here you are not playing again. Everything okay?
Pretty frustrating. Yeah, went into that game a bit undercooked after getting COVID twice and then being injured before that, so I think it was like 8 weeks out and then coming back in, so a bit of a shock to the system. Hurt my lower back, so had a few injections to sort that out and hopefully be back running at the end of this week and crack on after that. So not too bad in the the grand scheme of things, but just frustrating patch for me at the minute.
COVID twice. Should we be stood a little bit further away?
I'm going for the hat trick. I'm going for the hat trick.
It's been good to see you in the 13 jersey for the last few weeks. You've had a good run, the clean breaks that we've all been really excited to see you making in the quarters. How's it been to actually put some rugby together?
Yeah, it's been great. Obviously, first sort of half of the season, I was mostly playing off the bench, but yeah, it's been good to get a little run in the team. Frustrated about missing out this week, but hopefully I'll get a few more starts in the coming weeks. So yeah, it's just really enjoyable. Anytime you're playing with Quins, like, we know we're going to play attacking rugby, and it's exactly what I want to do. So yeah, it's just great.
Well, there's going to be plenty of opportunity to talk about it today. Shall we mention Edinburgh yesterday, or should we keep a lid on that? Yeah. You're bang up for talking about it, aren't you? Superb performance. Let's talk about the Quins lads first, and particularly Smithy, because you know him well, and then we can get that out of the way and talk about how great Scotland were. But 17 points in a test match like that, that's a pretty decent return.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Controlled the game really well. Obviously it looked pretty tough conditions up there. Yeah, played really well, controlled the game, as you say. 17 points, lovely try off that maul in the corner. I think it was just a bit unlucky, the fact that he got brought off and they brought forward on to sort of steer the ship home, and then the game turned around with that yellow card and penalty try. So he's the sort of guy that you'd want on the pitch at the end of them tight games to make the difference, but I thought all the guys did really well, and especially Smithy with his 17 points. It's pretty impressive.
That atmosphere, look, we get it here at the Stoop. It's absolutely incredible, and any full house is brilliant in sport, particularly rugby union. But yesterday, I mean, it almost felt like I was there. It was stunning. What's it like to play in a capacity Murrayfield like that?
It's incredible. I think what's so great about Murrayfield is that the fans are really engaged in the game. So they're right there with you as everything's going on, and they can lift you as you sort of attack and get into the opposition half, and they'll sing when you're defending just to sort of keep you going. But yeah, it is such an incredible atmosphere. I spoke to Marcus this morning and he said he loved it despite the loss, but yeah, it is amazing playing there.
I'll be completely honest with you, a lot of the Quins supporters know that I'm Welsh through and through, so Marcus scoring all the points for England, but England ultimately losing, is a perfect Saturday afternoon for me. Let's talk about a Calcutta Cup victory then, because you both played last year. I did my Google imaging and saw that you were actually sat next to each other in the celebration photos. That was part of what must have been the most remarkable 12 months of your career, but to win the Calcutta Cup must have felt pretty special, Scott.
Yeah, it was a massive moment. Obviously that's the sort of stuff that you dream of growing up. As a Scottish lad picking up rugby, that's what you want to do when it's Twickenham. And it was unreal, like you said, for me to sort of get to that stage. It was a bit like how have I ended up here after sort of COVID and not knowing what I was doing for a long time, and just came to Quins and managed to play, and then ended up there. It was a bit of a whirlwind 6 months for me, so that was amazing. Looking at it yesterday, sort of looking at it going, oh, like the fans, like the atmosphere, that's the one thing that you would say from last year made a bit of a difference, but in my case, beggars can't be choosers. I was just chuffed to be there and play a part in that win, so yeah, it was amazing.
Still plenty of chance to do it again, and you've won a couple.
I've won 2, yeah. It's brilliant. It's obviously Scotland's biggest game. I don't know if it's England's biggest game, probably is now. But yeah, it is amazing winning them. The first one we won at home. I scored a couple of tries, so that was incredible for me. And then the second one, me and Steele won down there. We didn't do much. We just came off the bench and we
closed out the game.
Yeah, closed out the game. That's the most important part. So, but that was great. And to see the guys do it again. I think the first time since 1984 Scotland have retained it. So that must be big. That means something.
Well, it means it was a long time ago because I was born in '84, so crikey. We do have a game to talk about today, though. And we've got your pleasure, the pleasure of your company throughout the match. Sale Sharks are full of absolutely massive units. This is going to be a big test today. And look, that's not fair. I mean, their half-back pairing is top drawer. They've got top-notch backs. They've already beaten us once this season up at the AJ Bell, and they're one of probably 8 or 9 teams that think they could be in the playoff mix at the end of the year. They'll be seeing this as an opportunity, but it's a massive opportunity for our lads as well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Bit of a contrast in styles of play. They'll like to keep it tight, use the big forwards like you mentioned there, not play much in their own half, and then sort of use that dominance to try and pick up, field position and look to use the driving maul. And us on the other hand, we like to play ball in hand. So I think it'll be our plan to try and move them around, play wide, get their big boys tired so they're less effective. The weather doesn't look too bad. I thought it was going to be worse than this. It might be a bit windy, so for their box kick sort of game and exits it might play a part, but if it stays like this, hopefully we can play the rugby that we want to play.
So with the new personnel today, particularly in the front row and the back row, I say new personnel, they've been a part of the squad for quite some time and they're settled in. Do you think that changes the way we play, or is it still the Quins way here at the Stoop?
I don't think so. I think it's definitely still the Quins way. The way we train, everyone in the squad knows how we want to play and has the ability to do that as well. So it doesn't matter who slots in where and who's playing and who's not. I think we still want to play the way we know we can, attacking rugby, high-paced, and that's what we want to play out on the park today. I think Steele mentioned that obviously this Sale team have got a big pack and they'll want to keep it tight. I think we'll want to do the opposite and move them around and tire them out. So we should see quite a bit of attacking rugby from us today, I think.
Right, I've got a task for you boys. I've got a big game jersey here and I've got a Sharpie here, and I'd like you both to sign it because this is the prize for today's competition. To win this signed shirt, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you need to tell us how many Calcutta Cups these two players have won between them. And if you've been watching the show from the start, then you'll already know the answer. So between them, if you add them all up, how many Calcutta Cups have been won by Hugh Jones and Scott Steele? Right, you boys keep hold of that. Now it's time to hear from Tabai Matson. Tabs, big game today, but before we talk about that, I want to talk about the big game in the week, and you look to have had a run out.
Yes. Friday night I got roped into playing a Vets game for Old Emmanuels. It was a hell of a lot of fun.
How did that come about?
Well, when your boss asks you, when the CEO Laurie asked me to have a run around, I thought, well, I may as well, and I did. It was a hell of a lot of fun.
And are we thinking you're going to dust them off? If there's any more of an injury crisis, might we see you in the famous quarters?
I think one of the great things about playing occasionally as a coach is you realise the stuff that you bark at your players is a lot harder to do than just barking at them.
You're pretty good with predictions, whether you like it or not, and last week you said that Bath might ruin a few weekends.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, they went and ruined Harlequins.
Yeah, they did, and only because of knowing the men in them, and also knowing that they had their backs against the wall. So we let an opportunity, go past. But as always in rugby, next Saturday or Sunday for today, we get an opportunity against a really tough side.
Another opportunity for fans and for supporters and for you coaches to have a look at some new players as well. We've not seen much of Jordan Ells in the number 1 jersey. What can we expect from him today?
Yeah, well, he's been like one of many players who've been working really hard, and the opportunities come on the back of injuries or international duty, and he's really excited. And so probably one thing with all those guys, Matas, Udovicis is on the bench, really looking for energy from them in this game.
Energy from the crowd as well. We've got another sellout here at the Stoop. A little bit of sunshine too. These are the afternoons that we all look forward to as Harlequin supporters. But a difficult period of play, a difficult run of fixtures where everyone really needs to dig in, whether it's coaches, players, supporters. We all need to be as one.
Yeah, and I think if we want to be successful across the whole season, these are the times that the full squad effort, the school club effort is really important. We're low on numbers, but we get a great opportunity at home, sold out, to stop Sale.
Well, one of the reasons we're low on numbers is, of course, because of the success and international players. Marcus Smith picking up 17 points for England yesterday. I don't want to talk to you about who you backed in the Calcutta Cup. There'll be plenty of that during the show, but a fantastic performance from a real Quinn.
Yeah, Scotland by 2 is the way I backed it, which will get me ahead in the sweepstake. And it was great to see Marcus play. It must have been premeditated, his substitution, because he played well, didn't he?
Certainly did. Sale Sharks then, they're below us in the league, but they're a good side, physical side.
Yeah.
Tough afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are definitely top 4 contenders like us, and so for us this is a critical match. We saw last week, league table doesn't mean anything, it's the way you prepared and how we nail it from kick-off.
Good luck today, thanks for having a chat. Always great to hear from Tabs, and just like that the sun's come out. Here we go, this is what Sundays are all about. Right then boys, next up I want to talk to you about the front row.
Do we have to?
I mean, look, you're closer than most of them, certainly not in your role on the pitch, but in the physicality, and there's so much talk about Quins in particular, and you know, going coast to coast and the great tries, but a lot of that is down to those big lads up front, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. That's the platform that you want to play off as backs. You know, you could have the best back line in the world, but if you're not getting the ball off a driving maul that's going forward or a scrum that's stable, you know, it's pretty tough to do that. We were saying that yesterday, watching that game at the end, the Scotland-England game. You know, props get paid a lot of money and all that sort of stuff, and you just thought that game's on that decision at the scrum time. The ref doesn't want to make a decision, but you know, them boys are doing the bet, and that could change the game. So it is that important.
This is going to be the case throughout today. Any kind of tenuous link we can get to Scotland beating England,
the Calcutta Cup,
it's going to be done. Yeah, but of course, during those set scrums, the set pieces, you're often stood in the midfield waiting for something to happen, waiting for that opportunity to break the line or make the offer, whatever it is. How much consideration do you put into what's going on with the eights sort of shunting against each other?
Oh, I think we completely appreciate the job that they do. Even at training, we'll be passing the ball around and having a great laugh, and we'll look over and the forwards are tearing each other's heads off and just getting into each other. It looks horrible. I don't want to be any part of it. But we do appreciate what they do, and as Scott said, I think having a great pack that gets you momentum and a good set piece, it's amazing for the backs, and it gives us the platform to be able to do what we can do, and it's great.
Well, one man who does want to be a part of it, and thankfully is going to want to do it for a little bit longer in a Quins jersey, is Will Collier. Over 200 performances, he's re-signed, we're absolutely delighted about it, and he's delighted about it too.
It's home for me, has been for 13 seasons now, so I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to continue the journey. It's been a pretty amazing ride up until this point in time, and we're in a great place now as a squad, and I feel in a good place personally, so I'm really excited about the next couple of years. I'm happy with my performances so far, and a lot of that is obviously down to the players around me. If you look at the quality of the pack I'm in, go through it and look at Marla, Wacker, who I'm playing alongside week in, week out, and then boys in the second row like Simo and Steph. It's just pure quality, and I'm really lucky to be in a team like that and consistently play with them. Then obviously we have the great coaches around us, but we love playing rugby, and having a strong set piece and a strong scrum and line out with those kind of players around me is what enables us to do that. So it's huge. You know, I'm lucky to play with some of the true Harlequins legends of the game. The Rob Shaws, the Monniers. I'm going to have to throw in Ollie Cohn as well, because he'd be upset if I didn't. You know, some of those absolute legends. Then there's the Cares and the Marlers who are still playing at the moment. And you look at this current crop, and I'm really excited about, you know, being able to play with that group of legends from then. And I've been a part of this squad. I'm going to be a part of this squad. Whether you get the Smiths, the Don Brandts, I could go on and on and on. But those legends will go down in Harlequins history, I think, and rightly so. It's awesome to have been a big part of that. We have a great relationship, and I'm really lucky for that. It's, you know, there's obviously the technical stuff he does, but he's just got so much experience in the world of rugby generally, and little things, little bits of advice on how you just keep handling yourself, keep going week after week, and because, you know, long old seasons, tough attritional seasons, and he's played a hell of a lot of rugby, so to be able to pick his brains on that is a massive help. Obviously the boys want to back it up and go and win it again. It was the most amazing thing to do it last year, and I think we know we have the ability to do that. Obviously Europe's going well. That'd be the next big thing, to try and have a crack in that. I love playing in those big arenas. We've got Montpellier coming up, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Yeah, the legacy thing is an interesting one, and again, you think about the players that I kind of name checked and the legacies they've left. You obviously want to leave the team and the shirt in a better place in a few years' time. So I think I've got the foundations and people around me to be able to do that.
Well, Will Collier, we've got him for a little bit longer, not involved today, but Simon Carroll will do a great job in the 3 jersey, just you watch. This is the 3rd time since we've been doing Harlequins Live that we faced Sale Sharks. The first time was the first ever show, that was a win. Last year was also a victory. We're looking for 3 in a row. Maybe Harlequins Live is the lucky charm. But just to get you in the mood, here are the highlights of last time we beat them in the Stoop Sunshine.
Don Brandt, nice feet for the big man, lovely inside ball. Brown accelerates, on the outside is Joe Marchant. Joe Marchant for the corner, out of almost nothing, Harlequins have scored. They are an electric backline. Beaumont tries to reach for it. Evans again, pirouettes beautifully. Grabs hold of the ball, and there's a little bit more zest in the step of Sequins at the moment. Ball over the top from Esterhazen. Morris. Marchant is sniffing once more. Marchant again! Double quick time! Joe Marchant. He has
I'm just going to check it because I'm not in a position to rule on it. Or we'll go on field
multiplied his season talent in a matter of seconds.
Check kick chase. So David, tempo, can you hear me? He's onside, so I can stick with the on-field try. Try there.
Queens again, begin to build. Evans, Smith, goes through the gap. Man on the inside is Don Brandt. And it is a 3rd try for Harlequins.
Check that last pass, I wasn't in mind.
Dupree scoops this one long again. Brown is underneath it again.
Okay, available? No, the ball's behind him. Time off. Time off. Okay. Yeah, so Dave, I want to check a dangerous clear up potentially, please, by Sale.
White 6.
That's it,
Sale
yeah.
6, yeah.
Okay, so let's have a look.
Yeah. Contact is on the shoulder.
So, okay, and then it finishes on the head, okay?
Agreed.
Based on those facts, I'm going yellow card now.
I agree.
Okay, it's not direct to the head.
Alexander
We see the arm
Sims,
up, so it's not always illegal.
team talk
tempo in the middle of the Harlequins.
may have got a little bit more trickier. Dupree, offload out the back. Sam James, bit of space, good hands, Dupree. Can they get there? Desperate defence from Quins. Langdon reaches for it. They will check it, I think.
I will check it, fellas. I don't think he's got to the line, so it's going to be on field, held up, but we will check it. Okay, I don't think you've got there for me. So, David, have you got me?
Yeah, go ahead.
On-field decision is no try because we have it held up. Just want to make sure clearly doesn't get to the line, mate. And when we have it held up,
On-field held up, checking for grounding. Ian,
yeah.
There's no clear and obvious grounding.
Okay, so we'll stick with the on-field held up, scrum 5. Held up, scrum 5. Lads, I can only ask, do not pre-bind, please. Time on.
Dupree to try and make up for that yellow card earlier in the game. Langdon, I think it is, round. The post protector moves, and I think he's over. Another try here for Sale could be interesting. Quirk into the midfield. Dupree. Doherty on the short ball. And they've got away. I mentioned it, Quirk. Good turn of pace. Rafi Quirk announcing himself to the Premiership. Does he get the ball down? No. Burst of pace from Rafi Quirk.
22. Do you genuinely believe you got it or not?
I tell you, this is a fascinating period of the game at the moment.
Crucial call of the game here, mate. Crucial time. So, on-field decisions, no try. Either held up. Just sees anything conclusive to say otherwise, please.
Okay, looking for a grounding then, Tempo, yeah?
Yeah, looking for a ground. I have no grounding.
Doesn't look down to me.
So I'm going to stick with the on-field decision. It's held up. It's going to be scrum 5 to sail.
I agree.
Okay, thanks very much. So it's held up. Scrum 5. 9, it's there. Stationary.
Quick. Blindside. Dupree. Dupree is over.
No, don't, lads, don't. Okay, thanks, Marcus. Lads, okay, come on. Thank you.
Landaho again. Smith. Don Brand. It's worked very well. Luke Northmore. They might check a forward pass, but is that a bonus point score?
TMO check. Yeah, he passes the ball forward, mate, doesn't he? So he leaves his hands forward.
Exactly.
Forward pass.
It was close, but there was no bonus point cigar. The final score in the Gallagher Premiership from the Twickenham Stoop. It is Harlequins 24, Sale Sharks 12.
Thanks, mate. Come on, Ty.
Well, last time it was Harlequins 24, Sale Sharks 12. I think everybody here in the Stoop would very much enjoy a similar result today. Welcome everyone, it's Harlequins live from the Twickenham Stoop. Quins v Sale Sharks in the Gallagher Premiership, and we are counting down to kick-off. It's been a tough weekend for the club so far. The women defeated by Saracens yesterday, and the under-18s losing too. But the men are going to do us proud today. It's a new look front row. Kerriton at tight head, Jordan Els in at loose head, Walker captains the side. More familiar in the engine room with Simo and Tiz. And then Archie White makes his first start in the Premiership at number 8. Lukey Wallace on the open side, Valame Talane on the blind side. Tommy Allen in at 10, because of course Marcus is tearing up trees for England. Danny Andre, Luke Northmore returns because the man next to me, Hugh Jones, is carrying a knock. Lewis Liner on the right, Caden Murley on the left, and Tyrone Green, the one off the cartoon, starts at fullback. For Sale Sharks, they have come fully loaded. Hugh, Scott, need practice pronunciations of your South African today, because there is plenty of first-class South Africans and Americans and English players in that Sale Sharks team, and they're really starting to build towards the playoffs as well. This feels like a big game today. Conditions not too bad, and the replacements as well. Huge opportunity for a lot of the academy boys for Quins today. Riley Baxter, Wilson Hammond, Jurevicius, Lewis Jeltimer, another man who's just announced that he's re-signed, and then Edwards and Beard. I've never heard of any of the Sale Sharks replacements. That's Shualagi. Is he any good?
Yeah, I think he's all right.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a clue.
Yeah,
he's played in a few reasonable games. So here we are. A reminder: if you've not already entered, then you can win this jersey. It is a big game jersey, fresh off the rack, signed by these two men. And the question you have to answer is, between them, if you add them all together, how many Calcutta Cups have they won? Oh, fingers and toes job, is it? Oh, right then. What I can tell you is, Mike Boville's the announcer today, and he is very loud. Can you boys hear everything? As in, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can also hear the announcer. He is very loud. You're right.
He's got a robust tone, but we love him very much. He's a great guy. And I was sat next to him at the big game at Twickenham, and just hearing him reverberate around that stadium was pretty special. Right, the sun's out, boys. That's usually good news for us, isn't it?
Yeah, when I turned up today, I thought it was going to be a bit wet, a bit blustery. But then coming out now, it looks all right. Still a bit windy, but the sun's out. We'll want to chuck the ball about like we always do, tire out this big Sale pack, so hopefully we can do that.
And it is a big Sale pack as well. Really interested in this midfield battle as well. The two 12s are going to be going at it today, Hugh.
Yeah, that's going to be a big battle. I do think Andre will come out on top. I like to back him. But yeah, we've also got to look at the huge Sale pack. They'll want to keep it tight. Yeah. The fact that it's dry can only mean good things for us. So hopefully we get to throw the ball around a bit.
Blue skies and a little bit of breeze. For those of you that haven't made it to the Stoop, we're delighted that you're joining us for this one. If you have made it to the Stoop this season, then do your best to, because it is one of the best days out in Premiership rugby. I know tickets are hard to come by, but that's because the champions play here. Sale Sharks are out. They're in their white jerseys with the blue trim. What do we make of that kit? Do we like it?
Yeah, it's alright.
Out come Quins, the flames go up, the fireworks light up an already blue sky. Famous quarters, black shorts, green socks. Hugh Tizard's out there. He's got his socks rolled down. I think it suits some players. He's a real socks rolled down guy, isn't he?
Old school Tizard, that suits him down to a T, a bit of an enforcer.
Yeah. Would you say it's fair to say that he's a man who's maybe old before his time?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Very much an old man.
When the mics are off, I'll tell you about an environment with him and Simo that I never thought I'd be in that environment with those two in. Okay, Sale Sharks are going to kick us off towards our end as well, which makes me hope that all the tries come at our end in the second half. You've got Northmore, Tyrone, Tommy and Danny Kerr in the backfield. Got Talani with what looks like an absolutely mad barnet.
He's dyed the back of his head blonde. It looks like his beanie's falling off.
Yes, it does, yeah. It looks like how they used to wear beanies during the emo era, you know, when people used to have the fringes around the front. Oh, right then. Here we go. We're underway. Good start. Villy's underneath. Hey, good take over the shoulder from Villy. We like that. Right, good start. Tell me about the conversations you have at the beginning of games with Quins, lads, because it never seems to go entirely to script.
We always say, yeah, fast start, fast start. As you say, it doesn't always go to plan that way. But I think, you know, you just want to set out what your sort of first play is going to be off a line out if you get it, what your exit looks like off the kick-off, and just real basic stuff to get you into the game. Ideally, you want to, you know, start fast and not give away so many penalties early on. That's probably the main thing, discipline. But obviously, easier said than done.
Absolutely. Remember, you can get your questions in for these two as well. Ask the experts.
Sorry, they've taken up more room than we can.
Whether you're on the Insta, the Twitter, the YouTube or the Facebook. Tyrone's underneath that. Good take from Tyrone, but a good chase as well. Be a good nerve settler for him. A little inside from the skipper Walker. There's Tizard. Are you? Did you boys have a rollick in there? What happened?
I think some people.
Should we not be here because it's all plugged in?
Out of the box, yeah.
A couple of carries in our own half. Yeah, so get your questions in. Facebook, YouTube. That's got to be side entry. Come on. There's Archie White back in the team. Joe, people forget with Archie White, when Quins turned the corner last year, when the results started to go well, he played a lot of rugby and then, for one reason or another, fell out of favour. So good. Oh my goodness.
I think the wind's taken that.
Yeah.
Or what you said, Scott?
Yeah, definitely. That is. You can see he struck it well. Looked like it was heading in the right direction, and the wings picked it up and just brought it straight back into touch. So it's going to be a tough half for us to.
The wind
to
is
get
coming back towards us, back
Yeah.
to this touchline. So yeah, that'll be tough.
Caden Murley appears to have gone full. Oh, and the wind caught that throw as well. Goodness me. Well, speaking of Caden, here he is with the first touch. He's gone full Peaky Blinders, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's very sharp. Isn't it?
Yeah. Just cut off the sides and the back, mate. Leave the rest. Right, Tommy, little chip over for Andre to chip. Well, no, Luke Northmore's getting on it and goal! What that does mean is scrum time. So Tommy Allen, is he an old mate of yours from way back when?
Yeah, I used to play with him. I wouldn't say an old mate though. Nah, we used to play underage group stuff, and then he sort of judiced us and went and played for Italy all of a sudden. So you know, we had a bit of making up to do when he decided he wanted to come to Quins.
Oh, well, he's Tommy, not Tommaso again now, isn't he?
Yeah, it's funny how that's changed over the years. Yeah, it used to be Tam.
Oh, that's why I love this show, because there's me trying to set up a nice bit where you talk about your old mate and you're like, no, Judas does. Hope he dies. No, good to have him in the side, and nice that hopefully he can put a good run of games together. Now, scrum bang in the middle of the park here. First look at this new look front row. Kerrod's already out. Jordan Els as well. Tabs talked about him at the start, so we've not seen a lot of him because of injury, but came as a really good scrummager in the champ. Beautiful beard.
Yeah.
Lush, isn't it? Right, boys. First question from Joe Marchant. What's the best prank you've ever played? I feel as though that's pointed.
Yeah. We've had a lot of talk about pranks in recent weeks. Give me a bit of time. I play pranks all the time.
Okay.
I'm a notorious prankster. Joe knows that. I get him day in, day out. Is that a penalty?
Oh, so
tough.
I'm really trying to learn. We'll come back to you, March. Good to have you on board, mate. Well played yesterday. I mean, not that well played, obviously.
Yeah, it wasn't good enough, was it?
Missed a tackle on Darcy Graham, didn't he? For the try?
Oh, that's a bit too much.
Sorry, March.
My bit was play on.
That was not a prank. That was not a prank.
Well, no, it wasn't. It wasn't a prank at all.
It's just nasty, that.
Oh, God,
I feel really bad about that now.
Well, probably not as bad as he felt when he missed the tackle on Darcy Graham, but...
at least he was playing the, we were sat at home.
They've won the penalty from the scrum, and they're going to go for the points. So I'm trying really hard with the scrum. I think it's an important factor to know about, particularly if you're going to be involved with broadcast. But Quins are going forwards. It's going forward on both sides, but like both props are going forward. Sale pop up, but they win the penalty. Weird old game, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're speaking to the wrong people if you're going to tell you exactly what's
look,
going on.
I just threw that into the ether, to be honest.
Angles, all sorts. You don't really know what's going on. So watch this kick.
Oh, the wind. Like, it's a brave man to take a penalty from 50 metres on a day like today, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the wind is exactly doing. I think it's swollen a bit, because that sort of seemed to be heading through and then sort of just stopped as well. So tricky conditions, even though the sun's out.
Still 0-0 then. Yeah, so I sent March a good luck message before the game, and he's quite into his music, isn't he? God, look at that movement on that ball. Good chase. Yeah, so yeah, I said, oh, here we go. Why is he? Oh, okay, knock on.
He went to kick that.
Yeah, I thought he just mishit it, but I don't know if it was a knock on or not.
So yeah, I got the guitar out fully David Brent style and sent him a musical good luck. And I don't know if you're familiar with the Stereophonics classic, As Long As We Beat the English. Oh, here we go. From Rafi Gould. What did you make of the Scotland result? More of those, please.
Yeah, I think it should have been a lot more than it was, actually. No, I thought it was a very tight contest, very, very tight. A few decisions here or there, but I thought Scotland defended very, very well, very disciplined. Could have easily gave away a few more penalties to let England into the game, and it was a real disciplined performance. And it's just so happy for us lads, because we hear Scotland get battered everywhere they go most days in training, so we can sing that a bit ironically now to the boys. But, great day.
Proper test match, wasn't it? That's the thing, and particularly when you come here and you see Quins maybe run in 4, 5, 6 tries, you forget that sometimes it's just blood and thunder and people going at it. Oh wow, good tackle, Luke Northmore. So. Sale Sharks, big gap for Rafi Quirk, he likes these. Oh, he stepped Caden, he's so good. He's got something, hasn't he? Oh, right then. Sale Sharks in the 22. Is that advantage for? High tackle, was it?
I think so.
That was a big old gap for him to run into, though, wasn't it?
He is quick, and he's got an eye for the gap. He looks at it, he looks for it all the time. And I think just not sure who it was coming across, but too slow to get to that
I remember
negative side of the ruck.
I remember last year he came on for, I think, his Prem debut here, and first scrum about 20 metres out, stood shoulder to shoulder with DC, literally first Premiership scrum, spinning the ball on his finger. Then he puts it in, makes the break, and Aaron Morris makes one of the best tackles I've ever seen to stop him scoring within about 90 seconds of being a Premiership player. He's, yes.
No, he comes across a real confident player there. You see a bit of footwork when he went through, and this offload that he goes for is pretty spectacular. He's sort of on his way down already, come to Tyrone, manages to get it away, but like you said, we need to make sure that ruck's a bit slower so we can get a defence set both sides of the ruck, because he's going to be looking to do that all day, and so will Faf when he comes on as well.
Penalty scored then, Harlequins 0, Sale Sharks 3. Could have been a lot worse after that break. Talk to me about those one-on-one tackles there that Caden sort of half missed one. They seem incredibly difficult to make.
Yeah, that's really tough. And like I said quite harshly about Joe yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a similar sort of thing. You've got a lot of space to defend.
Yeah.
And a player running you at full pace, and he's got sort of 10 metres of you either side to choose from.
Yeah.
So it is really hard in that position. You kind of just want to buy time and for your support to get back.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what Caden did quite well there. Rafi Quirk did manage to get the offload away, but by that point our defence had got back and we made the tackle. So I think all in all he did quite a good job.
Because of course you'll have had to have made a lot of those, playing a fair bit of rugby. At fullback Tyrone. Ooh, can't quite get away. Because as harsh as it is with March, you could see with his pointing, he was just desperate for someone to come on the inside, wasn't he?
Yeah, exactly. He was buying time, but I think obviously the Scotland replacement 9 that scored the try,
yes,
he was quicker than the England defence to get back, so he got on the end of it.
There's
that's a dig at me, isn't it?
I was going to say,
yeah, sorry, Steele.
I was going to say there's only one Scotland replacement 9 I'm interested in, and he sat next to me here.
Scotland replacement 6.
Yeah. Yeah, it was blindside you came on, wasn't it?
Yeah, I prefer 6 to 7.
Yeah. Suits your skill set, tough carrier.
Yeah, and a stint on the wing as well, but I preferred the back row.
That was in Llanelli, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah, it's really weird since coming to Quins. I find myself rooting for international teams I never would have in the past.
Shame about Wales yesterday.
Oh, don't even. I said this earlier, it's like, right, well, all of the evidence points to the fact that this is going to happen, and it's probably going to happen, and you brace yourself for it happening, and then it happens, and you're like, oh. But Ireland are going to take some beating in this tournament.
Very impressive, to be fair.
Strong old boys.
Strong old boys and throwing the ball about.
Yeah.
It's really good to watch at times.
Here we go then. First tiptoe into the 22 for Quins. Nice to see Tyrone take a couple of high balls early as well. Looked pretty gross in Bath last week, though, Hugh.
Yeah, it did look tough. The Bath 9 was sending them up, and they got a lot of hang time on them. So by the time he was catching them, he was under pressure already, either by a winger trying to get up and compete, or as soon as he landed with the ball, he was getting absolutely melted. So, yeah, tough day at the back.
What was the pitch like?
It was a bit boggy.
Okay, that's very polite of you to...
Yeah, it's not the best pitch in the league, I'd say.
There we go. Blue key at the back. Oh, penalty. Oh, momentum killer.
Just a knock on, I think. I think we've dropped it in the transfer on the way to back, but ballsy throw to go to the back in these conditions, but we managed to do the hard part. It was just getting the ball back of the maul, and then we could really push on from there. But yeah, like you say, a bit disappointing to let that slip.
We just had Jerry Flannery on the broadcast there, looking pretty stern. He's a big cuddly bear though, right?
Yeah. I'm just glad that the forwards have to deal with him more than we do, to be honest.
He certainly had a big smile on his face this morning. He came in talking about the Ireland result, the Scotland result. He was really happy.
Of course he did. Right, we've got a couple more questions here from Max Revo. Most memorable moment of your rugby career? And I'm assuming that's not a question for me, so take it away, boys.
Probably the Calcutta Cup win. Sorry to bang on about it again. I promise that's the last time.
No, don't make that promise. Don't make any promises you can't keep.
Yeah, probably the one we won in 2018, that was pretty great.
Yeah.
It was the first one we won for a while, so, and now we just can't stop, which is great.
Yeah, you had a good game that day as well, didn't you?
Oh, I played all right.
Go on, the scrum. Well. So what appears to be happening is Jordan Els is having a whale of a time, and he's doing a little bit too well. And yours?
Yeah, probably the Calcutta Cup last year, actually, now you mention it. Yeah, definitely.
And to be fair, they're quite long and distinguished lists of rugby achievements that you've both had, so I think that probably gives us a rough idea. Oh, he's missed touch. That wind. Oh!
It's the wind coming off that stand. It's coming away from that touchline. Yeah, you almost think maybe go for this corner. You have a better chance.
It seems as though, judging by that kick that's just missed touch and the one before, it's when it goes above the stand.
Yeah. I think that was the same when Dees did his box kick over here. It looked really good at the start, and then as soon as it gets above the protection of the stands, the wind takes it, which makes it real difficult to judge.
So what are we, 15 minutes in? We've not really got much rhythm at the moment, have we?
No, neither teams have really, held onto the ball for many phases. It's been a bit stop-start. Unfortunate for us to go up there and not take a chance at that line out. But no, not very flowing rugby so far.
Just a reminder, now these two have mentioned the Calcutta Cup wins. Don't forget to get your competition entries in to win this jersey. Do it in the chat part of... Oh, come on, Danny. Just giving away another penalty. Of YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're watching, to win the jersey signed by these two. If you add up the number of Calcutta Cup wins that they've both got, how many do you get? Nearly said answers on a postcard, but that's a bit old school, isn't it? Right then, Sale Sharks line out, just outside the 22. Yeah, it's weird. It's a bit of a weird game at the moment. Thinking about throwing someone up. In fact, they throw two up, Quins. Don't come away with the ball though, and now the big men go to work into the 22. So we get nervous. No one on the blind side for Sale. 5 men in the open side.
I think they might look to go wide here.
Yeah. Try time. Ooh. Nearly, but try time. First phase. Oh, I thought you might have had a look at it,
Yeah, I would have had a look. Ty did well to get across.
He was, like we said before, he was buying time, waiting for the inside support to get to the second last man, and I think he's maybe just given himself a bit too much to work with to get across to that winger here.
Ooh, are you having a look at that?
It is a good tackle, that's the thing, but maybe too close to the line. I think the man might have got the ball down.
Oh, what's his back foot doing though? Either way, it's been given, so it's.
It's a good finish.
It is, yeah.
We just struggled to get a bit of width there as a back line, didn't we? The forwards on this side got sucked in because they were driving maul threat. It was creeping forward. They had to commit to that, and when they did, they released it, and they sort of used their numbers better than we had on this open side here.
Oh well.
It's the same move that you see pretty much every team in the Prem using nowadays, off the back of mauls and scrums, and they run that well. It's a longer pass from 9 to the 12. He's put it out the back to 10, and they just use the numbers and good passing to get into the corner.
Conversion's good, 10-0 down. Tom Roebuck. Just see, God, honest. I know they're all really good players and they've got massive futures as Quins, but it looks like a secondary school playground watching the lads warm up there in the in-goal area.
It's a very young bench.
Yeah, oh yes.
Youthful, bringing that energy when they come on.
Yeah.
Very, a bit different to their sort of bench as well.
Do you have to sort of remind them who the grown-ups are at training?
I don't, because I'm very much one of the grown-ups.
Oh, yes,
very old in the backs, especially.
Tommy Allen has given that a right whack. So when are you back to full fitness, boys? That's the next question.
For me, hopefully just another couple of weeks, hopefully back running at the end of this week, and then train the week after, and hopefully be back for selection then. So fingers crossed it all goes to plan, and good hands with the physios.
Wicked. And for you, Hugh?
Well, hopefully be back to fitness and available for selection next week.
Great.
It's just a tight calf, and it's just a precaution that I'm not sort of involved today.
We like precautionary ones. Oi, here we go then.
Pass. Go on,
Right in,
Caden. Inside.
Go on, Cade. I was scared he was going to kick it then. Knock the ball on. Still, good to see Cade's in full flight. Quick boy, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's
very
rapid,
quick.
yeah.
Lovely pass from Luke Northmore.
Yeah.
The defender came up and he still had the ability to whip it in front of him. You know, I think he went for the intercept, but he's got it away to tie, and he's put Cades away.
I think he's got a bit of an underrated skill set, Northmore, you know. He seems to do things right a lot. Yeah.
That was a great pass, yeah.
I just thought he was... It's happened a couple of times this season where Caden's dropped it on the toe, and it hasn't always gone in the direction he'd liked it to have.
It's called Shinzy for a reason.
That is his nickname, yeah.
When you're his size and as fast as he is, I don't think you need to put it on the foot. I think you're better off just carrying.
Who's quicker, you or Caden?
Caden, definitely.
Okay.
Well, I think we had a race earlier on in the season. Admittedly, I was a bit overweight and coming back from injury, so I let him have it.
That's been my excuse for 20 years.
He is rapid, he is very quick.
Another example there of just not building phases. You know, we do really good work there through the middle, lovely tip option to Jordan Ells, and then we go wide, and we just really can't keep that pressure on.
And just with this scrum here, the one on the...
Lovely scrum there from us in defence.
Yeah, they've got numbers straight from it though, haven't they? Oh, there's the nudge. Go on, Ty. Oh, that's a great take. He's in touch,
He's
but...
done well to pick that up very well. It's unlucky. It's a good kick. It's good weight on it, and the chasers have got through, so he's under a lot of pressure anyway. But yeah, he has done well to sweep that up.
Oh, 20 minutes into this one then, Harlequins 0, Sale Sharks 10. Not really got going. Thanks, of course, to Silverbug, who allow us to put on Quins Live every week and every home game. Great to have you guys on board. Oh, they're going again, are they?
Good tackle there.
It is a good tackle. Tell you what, if they've gone out the back.
He had to wait in case they were going to go out the back, and he's made a great decision.
Oh, Tommy Allen with a tackle.
Oh, he's in the side there, surely.
It's across all rugby, at the moment, all professional rugby anyway, there seems to be quite a lot of side entries that are going unpunished. I
think they're focusing on, you know, clearers coming in and staying on their feet, so
yeah,
I think that's the thing that the ref looks at first of all, if he's coming in on his feet and not going straight off. But you're right.
Nice. Second try. Just sold Ty with the dummy. And I think that's the difference at the moment, is they're going through the phases and we're not able to.
They've done well there to keep the ball for a few phases in a row, and the numbers they've had on the short side there, they've used it well and finished it off. I think that's definitely been our problem so far, is not holding on to it once we've got into their half.
Yeah, that little pump pass from AJ McGinty just to draw Tommy Allen in was lovely. Seems to be called a pump pass now. It used to just be a dummy, didn't it? When did the vernacular change?
A double pump.
A double pump.
Call it, yeah. It's just what you said there. He's trying to fish out the defenders, try and make them make a decision, see that Tommy turns his shoulders in, opens up that shorter ball option, and then a lovely offload. So he's just trying to get the defenders to make a decision and give you a clear option of what pass you should pick.
Where's he going, McGinty? Is it Bristol?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, Bristol.
Good signing.
Pat Lamb, which he was obviously at Connacht when they were together, so bit of movement around for tens and stuff with Ford obviously going up to Sale.
Well, him and Sheedy will be a good pair of tens down there next year. Right then, he's got a conversion to make it 17. And that's gone through. Okay, 17-0. Quins members, remember you can enter the rewards code. Every game we give you the opportunity to get bonus points. and it should be on the screen. Should be on the screen right now. So if you enter that into your rewards points section, what is it? Sail 10 it is. I'm glad I read it because I was about to say Sharks 10. Sail 10, get yourself some free points. And what do points make, boys? One of you's got to say prizes.
Prizes?
Yeah,
I was
prizes.
thinking prizes. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to say the wrong thing.
No, they do, and there are some great prizes as well. Good take again, and a good chase. Right then, ball around the halfway line. Let's have some phases. Big Villy runs into two equally big men. And Lukey Wallace, the latest to crash it up. Oh, a penalty. Thank you very much,
I'll take
Mr.
that.
Referee.
Even there, we've not really went, massively over the gain line there, but even just holding on to the ball from Ty, catching it, a couple of phases, puts them under pressure, get a penalty, and we can work our way further towards their line.
Harlequins 0, Sale Sharks 17. Quins have missed touch with the penalty. That's a forward pass, isn't it? No? Okay. Just a bit mistakey at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's frustrating. We do one thing really well and get the benefits of it, and then sort of let off slip and let them back. Pressure back off them. We need to just keep that momentum and try and keep them under pressure for a bit longer than we are at the minute.
Oh, Tommy wants a dart. Good tackle on him. There's Kerrod with the carry in our own half. Walker. Oh, what a pass from Walker. Is that Archie White on the rampage as well? Yeah. Go on, Archie.
Get with him. Oh, lovely offload.
Oh, very Quinsy. We'll knock it on now. Oh, it's a bit too much on that. This will be a mark, won't it? Or will it? Oh, what a nudge.
Keep going.
Keep going. Oh, no, the ref's already blown the whistle.
Back to the penalty.
Can we have a chat about Jack Walker just floating balls onto the flank,
just
please?
came out the back there and he was playing like a 10. Just looped it right over the top. And
Yeah,
Archie does
Archie
really well to bump off.
Gets rid of one. Oh, go on,
Stay
Archie.
in field as well. Very good carry.
Right, Noah Owen. Who's winning the Six Nations?
You're looking at me to answer
Scotland.
first, aren't you? Scotland after yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's ours to lose, I reckon. No, I think France and Ireland are probably up there with the favourites, especially Ireland after that display yesterday. That was pretty impressive, but I think it'll be between them two. Yeah, looks like that.
I think the good thing about the Six Nations is that we've seen it sort of in the last couple of years. Anyone can win on the day.
Yeah.
I think with Wales winning it last year, no one really expected that, and a few people have said they were a bit lucky to win, but they were with it. They were within shot to win all of those games, and I think that's the important thing. And so, yeah, Ireland and France look really strong going into it, but we like to think Scotland would be there or thereabouts.
Quins have knocked that ball on from the line out again, so it'll be a scrum sail ball just outside their own 22. That's the thing, isn't it? Putting yourself in a position to win games, and then if you get a shot, fire it. And I suppose Scotland are a great example of that yesterday, because they didn't have a lot of ball, did they?
No, they didn't have much ball whatsoever. And, talk about Quins here this season, the amount of games that we've won right at the death. If them games don't go our way, it's a very different season that we're having, and we'll be sitting somewhere else on the table that wouldn't be too great. So just get yourself in that position to win games, and, right at the end.
Also, in every competition as well.
Yeah, across the board.
So you both played in that Prem Cup game against Saints, and then of course there was Exeter here, and there was Castres recently. But even the Saracens game or the London Irish game, where we didn't win either of them, but I thought we were, because you had that clean break, didn't you, against Irish right at the end, and we were in the 22 against Saracens as well. And I think when someone got ripped, I think it was Lazowski made the rip as well. He was unreal that day.
Yeah, he played very well. Kicked very well off the tee as well.
Yeah. But yeah, just keep yourself in a 50-50. But Quins have got some work to do to make this one a 50-50 at the moment. although maybe signs of life, but it is a sail put in at the scrum. Just everything seems to be a bit slow, like scrums seem to be taking ages to go down, line-outs seem to be taking a long time.
Stop-start, which I think suits them. We talked about their big pack and we want to tire them out, keep the tempo high. But can't really be seen doing that at the moment with all the sort of stop-starts.
3 scrum penalties. Thankfully, Bomb's got a lot of hair because he's going to be tearing it out.
Scuffle here.
In the Quins pack, who's the one you wouldn't want to dust up with?
Tizard, hands down.
Really?
Definitely Tizard, yeah. Hardest man at the club.
More than Simo?
Yeah, Simo's getting on a bit now. I think he's just the younger version of that enforcer. He's learnt off Simo, he's got the tricks of the trade now.
Simo's always looking for it, but Tiz is
finishing it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, boys. 10 minutes to go till half-time. So, what's happened in this scrum? That's DC. Oh, just putting a toe on it. Fancies himself as a footballer, doesn't he? Oh, no one goes up this time. Good line out from them. And the maul begins. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, creating the width, because as soon as the maul forms, all of the backs just take a little step in.
Creep in, yeah.
Come on, Cades.
Same again.
Yeah, similar, well, same move again.
Good nudge.
That's a good kick. Just as you say, with that maul going, you see the Harlequins backline creeping in, the forwards are getting drawn in, but the sail players are keeping their width, and so when they do pull it, they've got the numbers, they've got the width to be able to play.
So when you're at 13 then, is that something that is in your plan to get closer, or is it just something that you naturally do? Jordan Els is down.
No, you don't want to do it, but if the guys inside you are going further in, you've almost got to close that gap as well. It's not ideal, but it sort of just seems to happen every time. It's quite frustrating.
And the last thing you want to do is get beaten through the middle. If they go around you, then you know
you'd rather push them to the edge and back us to make a tackle on the touchline than let them through the middle. It's a lot harder to defend that, and as a fullback as well coming across, you hate to see a line break come through the middle because you've got so much space either side of you.
Yeah, well, it goes back to the tackles that we were talking about, wasn't it? All of a sudden, yeah, just try and get something on them. Come on, Geordie, up you come.
It's good to see him get back to his feet there. He's had a terrible time with injury. We're looking to get a string of games together now.
Because he was at Ealing. Was it Ealing where he was?
Yes, he was at Ealing. Yeah.
They loved him there, didn't they?
He had a great impact off the bench against Gloucester a few weeks ago.
Yes,
Came on, scrummed well, and got a lovely jackal as well. He'll be very frustrated if he, with his injuries and whatnot, but hopefully he gets to run the games together and gets some decent form. Oh, Wacker's just stepped off
Wacker.
there.
Right, we've got a free kick to deal with here. We've got a question on the screen, but we can deal with that after Rafi Quirkers. Oh, that's too easy.
That is. They've gone quick and they've scored straight away. That's as well played from them, but that's a soft try.
All started with a bit of confusion at the line now in terms of the communication. Wasn't sure what the call was. Wacker certainly wasn't sure what the call was. And then they've just reacted quicker, and we need to be quicker to react and get set.
Ay. And then just a one-on-one. Those big front rowers, tough to stop from that kind of range in a one-on-one. Also, just Rafi Quirk there when Luke Wallace is trying to slow it down, just goes in, rips the ball off him. He's just increasing the tempo.
Yeah, it's good play from him. Obviously saw that we weren't quick to get back on our line and get set, and saw that opportunity.
Oh, 22-0, this sucks. Oh, hey, crumbs of comfort, he's missed the kick. Right then, question, boys. Is there a player that you'd love to see at Quins? Asks Natalia Teresa.
It's a tough one. I think we've got a great squad. Who would you add to it? I'll have a little think about that.
Just had my watch delivered to me.
I was saying, what's going on here? Is that some sort of payment for the show? Or?
No. We did a great show here the other day ahead of the women's game, and Ellie Green taught me to kick, and the coaching was brilliant, but the execution was a disgrace. And I left my watch here. I'd only had it a week.
I thought me and you, Hugh, were getting a free watch there, you know, for doing the show. That'd have been a pet.
So you have got a strong squad. All right then. Is there a player that you haven't played with that you'd love to play with?
Probably. Yeah, I think you like to think you'd want to play with someone absolutely massive who's going to get gain line, but you got Andre, so
yeah.
That's already covered. But maybe a couple more players like that. I think someone who I've played against a few times that's been brilliant is the French 8, Louis Picamol.
Oh yeah,
always seems to make gain line and
Yeah.
gives his team momentum. That's the kind of player you want on your team, I think.
Yeah, he is class. Right then, Quinn's tiptoeing around the 22. What can we do with it? Sending the big men through. Walker. Oh, now it's looking awful.
Playmaker again from Walker.
It's just, it's like watching the Dutch team in the 70s, is it? Total football from Walker. Oh, it's really got an offload away there. Oh no, not quite. Trying to increase the tempo, he's knocked it on.
Promising though, it looks a lot better when we do manage to keep the ball. We're putting them under pressure, you know, making offloads there.
Yeah.
Lovely ball from Jack Walker to Northmore to create a half gap, and if we just keep that pressure on there, I've no doubt that we will get over the line and cause them problems.
Well, it's looking more and more obvious like the wind is blowing in this direction. So a couple of scores before half time. This is K-Rod.
It is tough. As you say, we've gone a couple of phases there, and you start to see gaps opening up and just holding onto the ball. We don't need to do anything spectacular. It'll just be a case of holding onto the ball and a couple of hard carries, and we should get over the line. But that's the key at the moment.
Right, next thing. Don't make the exit easy.
Yeah, first of all, at scrum time, we don't want to give away any sort of cheap penalties. Don't want to give them an easy out, especially with that wind as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully, with their sort of game plan, that they'll either kick early or go to a corner and try and play. Well, not play the way out. Sorry, kick the way out, and then we'll have another opportunity to attack back. So set piece first, no penalties. Hopefully, we'll get another crack.
Ashman coming on in the front row.
Scottish lad.
I was going to say, wonder if he's won a Calcutta Cup. Was he in the squad last year?
I'm trying to think if he played in that game.
No, he wasn't.
He was in the squad. I don't know if he played.
Yeah, was he?
Georgetown and Dave Cherry, wasn't it?
There you go.
He's got all the names tattooed on the forearm.
What a day.
Oh, what a day. What did you do after?
Got absolutely battered.
Oh, I bet. Right, 5 minutes to go to half-time-ish. Just a bit of sustained pressure would be lovely. Now the scrum.
Solid scrum from us.
Oh God, just get hold of him. Apparently, and I only know. Oh,
pressure there.
Oh, gone backwards, is it? Yeah, I thought so. Do you know, there were a couple in the England-Scotland game yesterday that were called backwards. I was like, that hasn't gone backwards.
I thought the ref had a great game.
Best refereeing of any 79th minute scrums you've ever seen.
Very patient, stuck to his guns.
It's not happening today, is it?
No, it's been the story of the half, really, isn't it? A lot of frustrating errors from us.
Yeah, Northmore and Liner just. What do we?
Well, we get. Well, it's ideal, you know. Northmore's trying to run that line so he protects Liner before he catches the ball. So
they haven't
the Sale team haven't got a free run at him, but I think he just overdone it there, and they've got in each other's way. He wasn't under as much pressure as he thought.
Just got a match stat there, 8 handling errors for Quins.
Yeah, that's very uncharacteristic for us, especially in a half of rugby like this, and you'd hope to have scored a few of them opportunities that we've had when we've got the ball down there, but...
And you combine that with the scrum pens as well.
Yeah, very frustrating.
Yes, right then, solid scrum coming up. Good to see Kerrod back in the side as well. Got him on the show and he hand drew some Christmas cards for people.
Oh, what a gent.
Yeah, wasn't even Christmas, it was like... No.
That's lovely.
Nah, he's like him a lot. Another half-decent scrum. Good tackle.
Good tackle by Drake.
Oh,
brilliant, taking him backwards. Have some of that.
Him and Tommy. I mean, I know he's rolling out of the way, but every time Tommy's on the ground now, I'm like, get up, Tommy.
I do get worried.
Please get
any
up, Tommy.
time that he's near contact. Here we go. This is a good opportunity to attack from this scrum.
It's good work there, solid scrum. Great tackle from Andre, putting them back over the... back towards the ruck. They lose all sort of shape, and then they look to kick it there, and then we put even more pressure on.
That's not a shoulder you want to run onto, is it? Andre's right one. Or left.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it matters which one. Just saying hello to his South African friends there.
I'd love to go to this for Christmas dinner. Can you imagine the spread that they put on? Or like Sunday roast or something.
And a lot of brandy and coke.
Oh, is that the vibe for those boys, is it? Okay. Oh, scrum penalty Quins. God.
This is an opportunity just before half time.
Oh, right then. Nudge to the corner or scrum again?
Nudge it to the corner, I would say.
Yeah.
He's going for the corner. He's going for the corner. We'll secure them all. Get over the line. That'll be the plan anyway.
Yes. Tommy's particularly good at that, isn't he? That kick to the corner.
Apart from the one that he missed earlier.
Well, yeah. Just had another stat up. Sale Sharks are averaging 5.5 points per visit to the 22.
They've not really had to work, for their tries. They've not, went from the halfway all the way up. They scored one down this touchline like that, but the others have all been through our mistakes.
Here we come then, Andre. Good carry, but it's not super quick.
Let's get it going, let's get it going.
It's gone forwards. 9 handling errors for the half.
That's tough. It started so well again. We've done something great. We've hit Andre off the back of that line out. He's got into that seam. And then the next phase, a handling error.
It's 1 step forward, 2 steps back for us at the minute. We do something great, and then we just can't seem to keep that pressure on Sale.
That was a good carry. It's a good tackle from Ashman in the end, wasn't it? Which managed to slow the ball down.
He's just taking his eye off it just as it was arriving, looking at the defenders.
I think he's realised the line he's hit was 3 massive blokes.
It was the smartest one.
Just going straight into...
Instant regret.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably, 115 kgs, but he was about to run into about 350. Right, no penalties here, lads. Come on, let's make him exit. Come on. Oh, they've gone from the base to Priya, straight into Tommy. Good speed bumping. Oh, we nicked that? No.
Goes again.
Just a little snipe. Sale Sharks in their 22, in the shade, where I bet it's absolutely freezing. Counting down to half-time then. We've got some highlights from Quins women against Saracens yesterday for you. Oh, we've won a penalty.
It's a net roll, is it? Oh, and we've got an extra couple of metres there for them kicking the ball away.
Oh, we've gone.
That's a good line.
More. And they've tackled him well. Come on then, boys.
Now just keep the ball. Yeah. Keep the ball, and we'll get over.
Just patience. Go on, Villy. Oh, it's Danny. I thought he was going to have a go then. Who's that? Andre back against it. To be fair to Sale, they defended as well. Penalty advantage. Here we go then. Go on, Ty. Yeah, right, back to the penalty.
Is that Jack Walker on the edge with the hands again?
Oh, we've gone quick. Here we go. Feels like we've got a score here, doesn't it? Oh, they pinched it. Oh, here we go. Oh, Boysman. Got to do better there. Oh, yeah. Will that be half time with the knock on? No,
not
advantage. Right, last phase, let's go. Go on, Danny.
Go on, Dees.
Come on then, boys. No, Walker holds on this time. I was expecting him to spin it around the back or something. Right then, game on, let's go.
Good carry, Billy.
Good carry! Yes! There he is. Oh, thank goodness for that. Big Tizzy and Big Billy, you'd love to see that.
Lovely offload from Billy as he came round the corner. Won the collision, got his arms free. Tiz just finishes it off.
Bit of tempo.
Bit of tempo and holding on to the ball. That's all it took there. Some really good carries and an offload at the end to score it.
Look at Billy there.
Just comes late. Defenders can't see where he's going to come. Comes late in between two of them. Tizard's on that support line.
What do we think of the dive here?
He's not used to scoring tries. You can tell that. It's a bit like Jammins against Bath.
Yeah.
Feet first, knees, horrible. It looks like he's hurt himself in the process as well.
It just looks awkward, doesn't it? I guess he does have further to go down. He is tall, so it must be tough falling from that height, but still.
Doesn't have to look that ugly, does it?
I really hope they clip that up for the social media. At 7:22 at half-time then, boys. Not a huge amount to shout about, but some crumbs of comfort at the end there. What were your thoughts on the 40 minutes?
Yeah, like we said, we felt when we did keep the ball from more than 2 or 3 phases that we would cause problems, but it's just been frustrating trying to get to that sort of higher phase count. They've been very clinical and taking their opportunities when they've been down here, but that's been through our ill discipline or dropping the ball and giving them field position. So I think that little try at the end will give us a boost going into half time, just saying that the boys, if we keep hold of the ball, will cause them problems.
Anything to add to that?
I think that's spot on. I think if we can come out in the second half and cut out those little errors that are holding us back, I don't think that Sale offer as much as we do in attack. I think we've made it quite easy for them. They've scored, as you say, pretty early in their possession, first, second phase, and I think if we can sort of defend a little bit better, hold them out, but keep the ball ourselves, I think we could see a half for us like they've just had, and we could come out on top.
Fingers crossed. Stick with us for the second half. Remember, get your guesses in. Well, they're not guesses because there's a finite answer. How many Calcutta Cups have these two won between them? You could win a jersey. We're off in search of a hot dog, but we've got some highlights for you to enjoy from the game changer here yesterday. It was a great occasion in the Premier 15s as champions Harlequins hosted league leaders Saracens. Right.
Today's the day, a Premier 15's rivalry unlike any other. Reigning champions Harlequins against league leaders Saracens. Quins have been victorious over Sarries in their last 2 encounters, which of course includes the epic final last season. But will they have enough today against in-form women in black? This is the game changer.
On a weekend of men's Six Nations as well, who have been reliably informed. The bars will be serving drinks and showing the game afterwards for England against Scotland this afternoon. Here is Amelia Harper, this first start of number 8. She'll have some work to do, just check herself for a second. The ball went out to Heather Cal. She's done really well there, the winger, back in the quarters after England 7's duty. Beckett, Scott, Shauna Brown in the middle, big fend off, and Alex Ellis does well to bring down the Quins prop.
Yeah, it'll be interesting what they do here, because Sarries are obviously known for having a really strong pack, and they're so good in the line out. So what Harlequins choose to do here, whether they take them on or whether they look to move it wide.
Galligan, you think, could be the main taker at the line out, and she's done really well there. And Amy Cockayne coming round the back. This is good power in this driving maul from Harlequins. Just dissected the Sarries forwards for a second there, but they've recovered well. But Quins fancy another rumble to the left-hand side, still going. Amy Cockayne coming through, and Harlequins with the opening score. Amy Cockayne, her 7th try this season, giving an early lead to Quins, and that driving maul, the power in it again. Reset, and Quins over the whitewash.
Showing absolute dominance there completely. They knew the confidence, they had a great kick to line out, they knew their calls, and that was really, really dominant. They worked so hard to get that, but it just made it look easy. So lovely line out, they see how quickly they get in. Saracens are scrambling to try and stop it, but it's the way they kind of shift it and keep it moving, so the ref's not going to call hold, and it just keeps moving. The belief, the power in the pack there.
Did really well, because I said they just seem to regroup. Saracens seem to have got a hold on the maul, but this separate pod coming through.
And it's the spin-off, because Saracens are a strong team. They're trying to hold them up, so that spin as a group of 3. We mentioned Amy Cockayne before the game. She's a prolific try scorer, and yeah, she's the one that gets it over the line.
Unsuccessful kick from Langi Tuima, so just 5 points the gap between the two.
And the confidence that can do for a team though as well, because now they know they can play for territory, they can try and put it deep, because they know when you've got a line out like that, why not? And they're going to, it just gives them more options.
Sonia Green hit back in the tackle, much better line speed. Sarah Beckett coming through there. Campbell with the carry now. Around the fringes, great work from the number 8, Virvas to Bottoman. Again, just getting in low and dropping her body height to try and bump a couple of tacklers. Saracens close now. What can Lakreta Bua do here? A metre short. Virvas looking for the forward options inside. Placed again. This is tight, controlled forward work from the Saris pack. So close now. Marley Packer, the informed try scorer. So dangerous in this sort of range. Options around her. Looking left, looking right. Where the Saris forward's going to go. So close now. That's sucked a couple more defenders in. Are they going to go wide? Virvas gives it to Clapp. Out to the far side, and Aitchison is in. Simple try from Saris. So well worked. Sucking in the Quins defenders. Then the simple hands. And Holly Aitchison going over. Playing number 10, but strolling in out wide.
Yeah, what I love about that is you assume that when you've got kind of the likes of Marley Packer and Hannah Bottoman and you're a metre or 30 centimetres out from your try line, you're thinking they're going to carry it tight, they're going to pick, they're going to go. So Quins' defence is really, really super tight, and then just the backing themselves to go wide, and the hands there, really quick hands, lovely out wide to just score. It looked like easy score in the corner. But definitely not easy to pull off when you've got defence up in your face. So fantastic hands there, and a great try for Saracens.
Shot at the sticks. Great strike, and it's hit the post and gone inside as well. Brilliant kick from the Saris inside centre from out wide. Any kicker be pleased when you nail one of those.
And that's just so important to be able to nail that in a 5-all kind of game to get your team the edge. I mean, that's right from the corner. So here you can see the try again, and they're just kind of scanning, desperately kind of coming around the corner in the defence, but good hands from Clapp under pressure to get it wide.
Gallagher now. Big low hit on it as he try and jump into the tackle, and Evans read it well. Crowd feeling that one. There's been some massive tackles in this game as Dainton carries now. Gets over the gain line. Beckett just not quite on the same wavelength as Lucy Packer. Hawkin again with the wraparound. Really bright, the Quins 15 with ball in hand. Kane, the Quins try scorer. Brown now just again trying to use that left-handed fend to push away defenders, and she pushed away Evans, who's still on the floor. Here is Tuima in the centre. Dummy not bought there. A hard carry into contact. Sarah Beckett, this is real hard testing yards. You can see the players just taking another half a second to get up on their feet. Been a long passage of play, both in attack and defence. Packer looking for Burford, not the cleanest of tackles. Then Amy Cockayne off her footlaces. We're going to go back to the penalty though, not rolling away at the tackle. And this, an easy 3 for Quins if they fancy it.
Yeah, you think looking, it's very close to half time. They're 2 points down. You'd think they're going to go for the points to take them ahead into the lead, but we'll see kind of what they decide to do here.
To restore the lead for Harlequins. Simple little dink over the top for the Quins outside centre. We said it would be tight. It is Quins 8, Saracens 7. Difference in weather compared, it's a stereotype, but Manchester to London really on show there. Saracens driving more 5 metres out. We haven't really seen it getting going so far this afternoon, but what can they produce here within striking range? Campbell helping the ball back to Georgia Evans, the Welsh lock with her hands on the ball. In comes fullback Lottie Clapp trying to get involved. Ellis in there as well. They're recycling this backwards well, and now it's in the hands of Marley Packer. Saracens coming through. Saracens with the score. They've barely been anywhere near the Quins try line in this second half, but the driving ball finally kicking in for Sarries, and the player in form, Marley Packer. What a season she's having. 13th try of the campaign. Sarries retake the lead. Last season at the StoneX, did finish 17 all as Saracens have worked this to the far side. Corrigan pins her ears back, does really well, the winger. Steps through one, half steps through Cal, but Dainton back there. Great run from the Canadian left winger. Really simple how Saracens just opened up Quins down the blind side there. Vivas to Ellis. Catlin got in low. Ball has gone backwards. Play allowed to continue. Kelter, another big handoff going around the outside with the dummy, trying to free the hands. Such an impressive afternoon for the American inside centre. Now Packer on the loose, still going Marley Packer. Cocaine wrestling her to the floor. Placed down, Campbell, bit of energy, bit of bustle. She goes close. Saracens all over Quins at the moment. Evans now with the carry. Burford doing well to just slow the momentum down. Aitchison there for Vivas. Aitchison trying to step away through, gives it off to Vicky Fleetwood. Big handoff from Vicky Fleetwood. Driving, pumping, Vicky Fleetwood to the line. Vicky Fleetwood with the score. Surely the winning try from Saracens. They got in behind the Quins defence again and again. And back in the Saracens squad and back amongst the tries. Great score from the North London side. Closing stages of the match, a knock-on from Harlequins. Saracens back in possession, and we're going to go back to a scrum as well. There was a couple of minutes left on our clock, but that is the full-time whistle. A huge win for Saracens here. They've avenged the defeat earlier on in the season. A real flurry in the last 10 minutes. All the points in the second half from Alex Osterbury's side. Marley Packer and Vicky Fleetwood going over, along with Aliv Kelter. And the league leaders have really impressed in this second 40. 22 points to 8 they've won.
Highlights there from Saracens' success. It's been a topsy-turvy league, the Allianz Premier 15s this year. Earlier in the season, Harlequins went to the StoneX, ended a 3.5-year winning run that Saracens were on by a record score. Then things changed. Saracens get the victory. They're top of the league. Harlequins, of course, the defending champions, but the main priority has to be getting to the playoffs. And I think that is probably the same for both the men's and women's team. Farmer Dodd with a question, just as our two special guests sit down. What did you think of Marcus's try yesterday, boys?
I thought it was really well taken. It's classic Marcus. He looks for that quite a lot. It was opportunistic off the back of a maul. He's run down the blind side and he's got enough pace to finish it off.
Yes, and of course it meant that England could take the lead and Scotland could reel them in.
Yeah, exactly. Made the game a bit more exciting, if anything, you know. Yeah. Kept us all on the edge of our seats.
It would have been a shame if Scotland just battered England, wouldn't it? Yeah, so it was nice to keep it close.
No, as Hugh said, it was a lovely taken try. You don't want to defend that down the short side. If you're a 9 coming down there with Smithy with his footwork, he could go either way. Ben Young's bounced out and made it difficult for the Scotland lads on the short side, but it was well taken by Smithy.
What I will say is, I'm glad that these two have agreed to come on the show today and not after Wales versus Scotland, because goodness me, that'd be a tough and tense afternoon for me. Gelibert Dark Toast, that's not your real name. Do you think Alex will get a chance to make his mark in this Six Nations?
Yes, 100%. I was surprised to not see him start yesterday. I thought he did well when he came on at 6, not his usual position, but I definitely think he will. The way that England looked to play yesterday, they sort of seemed to want to play territory game, rolling it into the corners, not keeping hold of the ball, but I thought when they did keep hold of the ball, they looked really well. So it almost fits into that. He's a ball player, he can pick great lines, so I definitely think he'll get an opportunity, and when he does, he'll be able to take it, because he's been great for us for a couple of years now, and they've been real good form this season as well. So he will get a chance, I'm sure, and I'm very excited to see that.
Find it mad. If you want an autograph, mate, just jump in. There we go. Right, the teams are coming back out while autograph duty takes place. Sale Sharks led out by Rafi Quirk, interestingly. Two other things I know about him. I'm not in the Rafi Quirk fan club, I promise, but I know he supports Man United, and he was a national level age group triathlete. Triathlete, yeah.
That certainly does sound like you're in the Rafi Quirk fan club.
But when you're doing your when I'm doing my research for commentary games, you just disappear down such wormholes. I know so many weird things about players. Then you ask your mates about, if you ever commentated on a game with Scott Steele and Hugh Jones. Like, oh yeah, do you want some notes? And like you'll read it and you'll be like, how on earth did you find that out?
And that's no use to me whatsoever.
Yeah, none whatsoever. Like, when did he play and did he score? That's all I want to know. I don't want to know if Rafi Quirk was an age group triathlete. Hugh, another question for you as we're about to get back underway.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's good. That is good.
What do you want for dinner, mate?
Yeah, that's from my fiance. I don't actually know. I had pizza last night. What should I have?
Did you? Northmore's just slid off a tackle there, which would have been.
Has done well on the touchline there. The wind will be coming down into this corner, so he's. I think the kicks will be coming down here all day. We might get to catch a few.
I've never caught one in the crowd. Oh my God! If I catch one in the crowd, I've got the Sharpie in my pocket. I'm signing the ball. Right then, up goes the box. Just looks awkward in the air, doesn't it? It's lovely feet from Ty, and that's a big shot as well. Oh,
he's got the ball away.
To get that away, yeah.
How's he managed that?
Yeah, he's done very well there. Right then, Tommy. Caden has to cut back in field, then back the other way again.
See the way that Sale defending, they're coming high from the outside, almost leaving that last man.
Oh no!
There's another.
Oh, bonus point. That's his hat-trick. That's his hat-trick.
Go on, Tommy.
What a tackle.
What a tackle.
Tommy! Oh, he's still got. Oh,
he's out.
Oh, and he's dropped over on. Oh, play on.
No, linesman's got his flag up.
How well has Tommy Allen done there?
That is brilliant. That is brilliant from Tommy Allen, getting back, making that tackle.
Didn't know he had that pace. Did not know he had that pace.
Scottish Tommy has it. Tommaso doesn't.
That's Tammy.
That's Tam.
You'd bet your house on him finishing that, wouldn't you? Oh, and he's put his foot out, otherwise it would have been a meat pie. Yeah, it was just a good read. Do you know, it was literally 10 seconds ago you were talking about him.
He is tough. It was definitely on to go down that short side.
What?
Maybe go through the hands.
What have Quinn's just done there? We've got the ball. Okay.
So doesn't really matter. It's all good.
Let's have another look at this. The chase there. Oh, he's batted the hand down really well, hasn't he? The fender's come.
Oh.
He's actually, Roebuck has made a real pig's ear of that, hasn't he? Anyway, ball's back in play. Sale Sharks have it. Yeah, to concede that try, the bonus point try early in the second half, would have been rubbish. Sun's gone in now. Pretty cloudy, pretty cold. Don't know if you boys are a bit harder than me, but I've got spare gloves if they're required. Oh, good tackle.
Oh,
someone down here, so far.
What's has he brought play to a halt a little bit quickly there? Either way, time off. What do you want for dinner? This might be the most Alan Partridge conversation we've ever had on Harlequins Live. What would you like for dinner, Hugh Jones?
Yeah, interesting decision. I'm not sure. I might. As I said, I had pizza last night. It's a Sunday night. I feel like I should treat myself.
That should be a Quinn's penalty, you know.
Is that a neck roll?
No, not a neck roll. Villy's going for the jackal. There's a body over the ball. He's not released the ball, and Villy's over it. It's a penalty. Anyway, whatever. What did you have in your pizza? Guy, get some more partridge.
I had some chorizo on the pizza.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was quite a simple one. But it was very tasty. It was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
See, that's how I can tell that South London's getting to you, because normal people have pepperoni, and you've got the chorizo, mate.
Yeah.
You picked
fancy, man. Isn't it?
I did ask. Annabelle actually ordered it, and I said I'd like just a pepperoni. That's what I got given. So.
Okay. I'm not sure I could identify the difference. If you gave me a blind taste test now. Right. For Scott, from Jay Stokes, can you explain the name Stinky, please?
He's trying to stitch me up, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Great question.
Yeah, James Stoop of London Irish. Had a shocker game the other night against Gloucester, but we won't mention that. Nah, it's a private in-joke. I thought it was anyway until he tried to stitch me up here. But nah, I'll tell you that over a few beers. That's a time for a story for a different time.
I look forward to it.
Thanks for that, James.
So Luke James off.
Looked like a pretty bad one. Hope he's all right.
Yeah. And Sam James comes on. Could have just swapped shirts. I've just seen them do the whole, because he's injured his right arm. I've seen them do the shake hands where one of them goes with the left and one of them goes with the right. I had the most awkward one of those with Billy Millard in the car park just now. We've done one of those, so we've both got out of our cars at the same time, exchanged pleasantries. I've gone to shake his hand, but he's got something in his right hand, so he's put something in his left hand, and it's been like, is it a handshake, is it a fist bump? Oh, it was awful.
Oh, you end up just holding hands. It's weird.
Yeah. To the point where I now wish I'd just never met him in my life. Right. Anyway, lovely inside ball. Oh, it's gone forward. Must have been the one before. Yeah, it was just like, Yeah,
there's nothing worse than that. That and missing a handshake is
awful.
Is just horrible. When you've got your hand extended like that and no one sees it. Nick David had one like that the other day. Actually. I think it was caught on camera. It was brilliant.
And there's nothing you can do. Just do I put it in my pocket? Do I just chop it off? Do I pretend I never had a right hand? Here we go. Full house at the Stoop. 5 minutes into the second half. No scores just yet. I think in the last 10 games where we've trailed at half time, we've won more than half. I think, yeah.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
I think it's what, 6? Trying to think. So we beat Bristol. Yes. All right. God, the wind is howling now.
Properly pumping towards us, isn't it?
Yeah, this might be my moment.
If you look at the corner flags, they're almost coming out of the ground.
This might be my moment. Sharpie's ready.
He's aiming right for us.
Oh, he is. He is. Oh, boom. Another observation, because I get to watch a lot of rugby from the stands. Fewer and fewer supporters try and catch it these days. They go for what will now forever be known as the cow and dicky.
It's the pressure, I think. It's the pressure of the moment gets you, and not everyone's got it within them to actually go for the catch.
If they don't go for it, they can't fail. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? Do you boys watch the cricket at all?
Yeah.
Did you see the one in the 100 this year where the lad has gone full length? He's gone over 2 seats, caught it diving forwards, then got up and chinned his Guinness.
Stuff of legends, though.
Yeah, so good. He was wearing a white hoodie and there was so much Guinness over it at the end, but totally worth it.
Yeah.
Come on then, boys. Oh, no! closing the gap. Oh, free kick. Okay, got away with one there. That was a good read from Sale.
Yeah, they seem to get two people up in the line out there and made it really difficult for us.
Oh, good carry. So many collisions. Oh, what a take from Jordan.
Well.
Oh, Luke Wallace has
tried to go through the middle.
Oh, there was not a middle to go through there, was there?
Just lost the shape here a little bit.
Yeah, losing some collisions too. Nice line, Lukey.
Oh, lucky. Backwards there, that's it.
No, forwards.
I thought it came off their player.
I think he looked to try and get the offload away.
Yeah. Good tackle to make up for it though. Well, they've turned the ball over and we're playing on here, so... Right, okay. He's hit a good line. Don't mind him trying to free the hands there. Oh, this is going to be a horrible one. Oh, good take. I thought they were going to try and go right through him there. They seemed to back off a little bit, didn't they? Oh, is that high?
High, yeah.
But there are a few fans here who are trying to rev the engine, if nothing else. Oh no!
He's got a bit isolated there.
Oh, he's off his feet, thankfully. All right then. Ball kicked down, stays in field. Here's Quirk. Good ball. Touch he goes then. Yeah. Oh, what a kick!
Oh, that's stayed in.
What a kick! Go on, Ty, have a little dart.
Is he on to go here?
Oh, is that knocked down? I thought there may, I thought there may have been a deliberate knock on here. Let's have another look. Oh no, Danny's just dropped it on. Oh my God, Julie Lowry. I mean, this is the question on everyone's lips that I think we already know the answer to. Do you think Marla will have a new position at hooker? Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Cheers, Julie. I'm going to need an answer from you, I'm afraid, lads.
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I'm going to agree with you and say no after that.
And what was it that made you make your mind up on the fact that...
Oh, he'd be wasted at hooker.
Yeah, that's it, yeah, wasted.
Yeah. Much more effective elsewhere.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with that line out yesterday.
No, nothing.
No, what line out?
Unrelated, yeah.
What line out? Oh, watch him up this side. Watch 10. Oh no.
He's a big boy.
Yes, that's an understatement. Oh, don't miss that tackle. Oh, goodness me. Oh. Well, that's a bonus point for Sale. Great news, everyone. Great news. All right. The difference in Mike Boville's voice when he's announcing Quins onto the pitch and when he's announcing Sale's fourth try.
Zero enthusiasm for the Sale announcements.
In a past life, I did the pitch announcing at QPR.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just filling in for a mate, and they were going through a bit of a rough patch. And again, talking about conversations with the mics off. If you guys at home catch me, I'll tell you, but I'm not going to libel anyone. But what I will say is, after they went 4-0 down, the fella who's in the headset says, "Just don't bother, mate." Yeah, they scored the fourth goal. He's just going to forget it.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. No, like literally, no one cares. They know what happened. Oh, come on, boys. Although, look, I've said it's one of those days before. He's kicked well, hasn't he?
Yeah. The tricky conditions.
What's annoying is that's now a 3-score game.
Yeah, this will be tough to come back from. I think coming out into the second half, it's been clear that we've tried to play a bit more and play a bit more tempo. But again, it's the same mistake from the first half, not keeping hold of the ball, that have really cost us.
But do you want the good news?
Yes, please.
The good news is Faf de Klerk and Manu Tuilagi are warming up, so...
Yeah, they'll be rusty though. Not
yeah, they will. Oh, they will be
that's
rusty.
The good news, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, that's the good news.
And here they come.
Here they do come. It's so weird with Faf, isn't it? Because he is so small. Look at him, just walking past all his giant teammates now. But boy can play, can't he?
Yeah, and he's physical.
Yeah,
throws it around as well. But no, they'll just look to use his experience to play in the right areas of the pitch now. You know, make us huff at score from deep and keep hold of the ball, which we've been struggling to do anyway.
To be fair to Manu, he's looking quite lean, isn't he?
I thought that in the warm-up when I watched him. I thought he was looking a lot leaner than usual, not his usual sort of big barrel himself, and good to see him back.
He's fairly thick. He's fairly thick around the trunk, though, isn't he? Goodness me. Right, Matas Jurevicius is on. He's packing down on the blind side. Good chance for him.
Yeah, great opportunity. Been playing a lot of his rugby on loan at Scottish this year. Been training well all year since.
Archie's gone. Oh, why have you done that, Archie? Why have you done that?
Pass.
Straight onto Manu. Well,
I don't think you can do that.
You know what? You know what? We just
the ball out his hands.
So literally, Manu's come on and he's gone straight into Andre's ribs, and Faf's come on and turned the ball over.
Rusty.
Good job, they're rusty. You know. Oh, Archie.
I'm not sure how legal that was from de Klerk there on.
Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that.
Are they going to give a knock on against Luke?
No one saw it. No one saw it.
Yeah. Oh, why has Archie done that? Just a horrible ball. To be fair, I thought we might have scrummed again after the free kick. There didn't really seem to be a plan, did there?
Yeah. But this is still a good attacking platform, this line out.
Yeah. So let's have another look at this then. So, oh, gee whiz.
It's just a rare sight to see, isn't it?
Yeah, but
usually see him getting whacked like that.
Yeah, it's totally blindsided. Oh God, that is two big old lumps, isn't it?
He's got Dre angry now, though.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed. And it looks like Archie's injured himself in giving that hospital pass. And when we've just taken Talani off,
I think it could be a dislocated finger or something.
Oh
like that.
no! Oh, thank goodness we can't see that on the camera. All right then, break in play. Quinn 7, Sale Sharks 29, sorry. I think the main priority here is get some tries. The reason being, we've not gone away from anywhere this season, home or away, and not picked up at least 1 point. Whether it's been a losing bonus point, try bonus point, we've always got something. And at the end of the season, when you try and make a top 4, those bonus points can be big. So we've got 25 minutes to do something well.
It's even more frustrating because when we have kept hold of the ball, we've showed that we caused them problems and it's opening up, but it's just keeping that face count high, stopping unforced errors, dropping the ball and letting them off.
Got a trip to the Stonex to look forward to a week today as well. Another early kick-off for those of you lucky enough to have tickets. Right then, Matas on the ball. Here we go. Oh, another hospital pass. Lukey's done well there. Oh, that's gone forwards. Surely that's gone forward.
Knock on in the tackle.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Did we not look at those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Taking his time to do it. Make all the guys run 50 metres back and then call it and then come all the way back.
Yes. Does Manu not wear a gum shield? Just a reminder then, sale 10 for your member awards. Get the free points that we so kindly give you. And there's a chance to put those points towards some quite good stuff as well. There was a signed shirt and a meet and greet with Tabs. It's not a bad prize, is it? Maybe Laurie won a prize to get him to play in his old boys game the other day. Did you see that he didn't wear boots? So Tabs had a run with Laurie Dalrymple's old boys team and put a picture up. He just had a pair of like cross trainers on.
I saw the picture and I thought surely not. Surely it's just changed into...
No, he's played in the trail runners.
Yeah.
Right then, no one on the blind side for Quins. So it's going open, but which way? Oh, come on, boys.
Another unforced error there.
Yeah. And it's easy to say, oh, you know, just one of those days, but... Oh, they've turned that over as well. Oh, wow. Goodness me. I'm very much enjoying your company, lads, but I've got to be honest with you, not massively enjoying the match.
No, it's not been great.
Now Manu with a carry. Ah, a bit of sunshine again there. Really, really looking for positives here.
Possibly a turnover.
Lukey's on it.
There we go. There's the penalty. There's your positive.
That's a positive. Certainly is.
Lukey and Simon Kerrod, I think, both in on that one.
It's, yeah, it was Kerrod, wasn't it? Got to respect a guy. Oh, Finn is in. I think Jordan. I'd be interested to speak to some of the scrum guys, but other than the early penalties, seems like Jordan did quite well up front today.
No, he did. Yes, like you said early on, it seemed like there was a few issues for the Quins front row in terms of that, but then they sort of turned it around and ended up getting a few in our favour as well.
And in comes Finn.
Pulled back from his under-20s duties.
I know he was due to captain them, which would have obviously been an incredible privilege, but I'm sure he has got lots of greatness to come, young Finn. They like him very much. And I remember a couple of years ago, they weren't sure if he was going to be loose head tight. He turns it over again. But he seems to be slotting into that loose head role. And yeah, he's been playing a bit of the 20 stuff, and he's had the odd opportunity here and there, but I think it shows the faith they've got in him, that they're not scared to drop him in at the deep end against a massive Sale Sharks pack or a Racing pack, or they are getting all the bounces at the moment, like literally all the bounces, and when it goes your way, it goes your way, doesn't it? Oh, here we go. And then we turn it over. This is a mad game.
Some sort of advantage there. Offside.
Yep. Have another go at line-out.
So we've not really seen the drive-in maul today, but when the backs get stuck in, do you like to get stuck in? Do you just come turboing in from 20 metres?
It's my dream to get on the end of a maul trial. It's all I've ever wanted. We have to sort of join on the last guy who's got the ball, and you're meant to sort of bind on him and you can slide up after that, but I want to just join and take the ball from him and score.
Who is it? Why has his name escaped me? Legendary Saracens inside centre.
Brad Barrett.
Brad Barrett. He used to get on loads of them for Saracens,
exactly.
didn't he?
It is a good thing to see when a maul is going forward. You know it's going over the line, and just to get involved is brilliant. I feel like you've had some part of that.
Yeah. Right then, Quins into the 22. Let's make it happen, boys. They've been told once. So DC looks for it. 5 men in a pod. And Lewis Liner hanging out on the right-hand side. No one on the blind side. It's slow ball. Oh no, now it's a foot race.
Knock on and tackle again.
Oh. Their line speed has been very good, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, during the week we said that they're going to sort of stack a bit tighter than usual teams and then come really, really hard and put your skill set under pressure like they have done, and they've done it again there.
Yeah. When you think how quickly that ball was moved to sort of get up, and I think we've got away with one there. Actually, no, is it their put in? No, yeah, it's their put in. Faf's got it. Knocked on one way, then the other. "20 minutes to go. Your last chance to get your guess in. How many Calcutta Cups have these two won?" I'll be honest, all that sort of Calcutta Cup joviality we had has really gone out the window, isn't it? That's it's been a real mood killer the last hour and a half or so. Tuolangi. Oh, this is just too easy, isn't it?
That was just simple hands, and they've made a bust up the field.
Now then.
Ty could be on here.
Oh, he didn't back himself. Broken field. Oh, no. Oh, for goodness, charge down. Thought he might have backed himself on the outside there.
I thought he was going to.
Oh, well. Not managed to take advantage of this wind at all, have we?
Andre's kicked it.
Yeah.
Let's get after this.
Put a shoe through it. Kicked it back into the 22 for Ty. Just going up. Yes, it is. Right, this is the point, I think, where the forwards give up. Uh-oh. Oh, run it. That's gone so high. Oh, good take.
He's done well to take that.
Could have called a mark there as well. I'm surprised he didn't.
He's got sun in his eyes as well.
Come on, Ty, have a go.
If I was Ty, I'd have a go here.
Chip, chip, chip. Oh.
He's got to halfway, and that's good.
Yeah. Oh, carry Matas.
Good option from Luke.
Get a bounce. Oh.
Unfortunately,
only that had bounced over his head. Yeah.
Well, if there's one player you thought it might.
In the backfield here.
Oh, what a take! What a take!
Didn't look the most comfortable way of taking it, but
Northmore's limping. So that's going in the list of great takes of the year, along with the one that Ty did at Twickenham. Oh, here we go. Get around the outside. No offload option. Yeah, Northmore does not look very comfortable in the slightest out there. He's limping back into position. Penalty. Okay. Right, boys. We need 3 tries in 15 minutes. Losing bonus point. It's on.
Let's start now then.
Yes, please. Clock has stopped. So we've got Oscar Beard as an option. We've got Will Edwards as an option. What do you reckon they'd go?
I can see Oscar Beard coming on. Yeah. He's got brilliant feet. He could slot in at centre or wing. Yeah, it'd be good. He's an exciting player.
Yeah.
So he's the kind of guy that could come on, spark something and get a try.
Yeah, he got a couple against Irish, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, so that is.
Number 9, Danny Kerr, and number 2, Jack Walker.
So Jaltimer on. Is that Beard on?
Riley on.
And Riley on.
Sam Riley, number 21, Lewis Jaltimer, and number 23, Oscar Beard.
Say this all the time, but Lewis Jaltimer, very handsome. Oh,
very handsome. And
great nick.
Very
good nick, isn't it?
Great nick.
Oh, good ball to the back. Here we go then, Archie. Oh, good ball, actually. Go on, Andre. Right, boys, second try coming up. Here we go. 5 metres out. Oh, good tackle. Really good tackle on Riley. Now, patience required. Finn.
Get with him.
Cool, the lesser spotted Simo carry. I don't see many of those. Do you, you weren't here at the time, Hugh. Tom Lauday with an illegal clear out cost him one of the best tries.
Oh, I remember watching
that. I think he's told me about it. I hate to say he's told me about it 5 times. Every time I pretend it's the first time. He loves talking about it.
Tommy!
Yes!
Get in!
On the boys!
That's more like it.
Good patience, keep hold of the ball, few phases, change of direction. Tommy manages to get over.
Love it. Good finish as well.
That's the start of the comeback.
It's on, boys! It's the hope that kills you, but it's on, boys. Love this. Let's have a look at the replay. Woo. So that's Tammy, right?
Yeah, that's Tam.
That's Tam.
As you say, it's the Sale defence on the outside shooting up. It's a pump, not a dummy, and he's taken the gap and he's scored it, and that's brilliantly taken.
Yeah, really. What do we think of the dive, though? That's not a 10.
That's a rookie dive. Still says better than Tez's, but
yeah, you don't.
He's trying to avoid the man, so it's fair enough.
Conversion's good. 12:29. I mean, annoyingly, we still need 3 scores, but you know, stranger things have happened. That's a good start. Yeah, it was such a good finish, right? Simo's now. It was so good. From 40 metres in, the commentator thought it was Dino. Yeah, and then
can't be Simmons. He can't move that
yeah,
fast.
it
Surely
can't be.
It's not Simo.
They were both in black scrum caps, and he's hit the line and carried about 3 lads over with him. And then it was because we used to do the show from over there at the time. Honestly, it was tops off. I was good kick off into touch. Yeah, I was buzzing. And then it might have been Craig Maxwell Keys. He's like, "Oh, we're just going to have a look at the screen." I'm like, "Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me."
Necro, was it? Tommy Lauday?
No, just no arms hitting the ruck. That's right.
Dirty play.
Yeah,
real
disgusting.
Dirty play.
He's known for that, though, isn't he? He's known. Right then. Back up the other end with a bit of wind in our sails. Oh, Lewis. Oh, good take. He's yeah, I said again there'll be Quins fans. Oh, that's a second row.
Oh, he's gone for the chip.
I mean, Ty's done all right there, but if he'd have gathered that, it would have maybe been the greatest try in Premiership history. I mean, talk about Simo regurgitating this story. Could you imagine that? Again.
I can't believe he's tried to chip that. You've seen the size of it.
He could quite comfortably run through anyone there, I think. But he's gone for the chip. Interesting.
Again, regional Quins fans will know exactly what I mean when I say this, as particularly of a certain age. But as soon as he arrived, I thought, he's going to tear it up at the ship. Lewis Cheltenham.
He got a girlfriend pretty early on.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, so didn't even get that opportunity. So it's a shame. We were all thinking the same.
Yeah, I'd not met him. I'd just seen the photo of him in his. Where did he play? North Harbour, was it? In the jersey. I thought, crikey.
He's going to do some damage.
He'll do well in Clapham. Goodness me. Right then, is that Will Edwards on?
Yeah, Tyrone's moved to the wing, I think, and Lewis and Line has come off.
So will that be Tommy into the centres?
No, Will Edwards to fullback.
All right, yeah, I like it.
He's another player that can create a bit of magic out of nowhere.
Yes.
Give it a try when you need it.
He's got brilliant feet, he's got a bit of pace as well, so yeah, good to get him on the ball.
And he scored against Sale Sharks away.
I
mean, he's him and the rest of the lads have probably got a bit of PTSD about the rest of that match.
That was a tough day at the office.
Yeah, it was a hard one, wasn't it? Hang on, is this a Take Me to the Clouds Above Islands in the Sun mashup? Sure. Anyway. Bonus points secure for Sale Sharks. They're back in the 22, which in a list of things you love to see isn't one of them. Ay. Tough day at the office. Oh, they've got numbers here as well, haven't they? Thought Ashwin could have given that. Look how much the posts are swinging in the wind as well. It's oh no, not McGinty. So tense. Right, there's shorter numbers on the left. Oh, but
yeah, we'll take that. That's great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good defence. We've held out a couple of phases. Penalty.
We're approaching the 70th
And
minute.
we've gone quickly.
Is that Will? Good kick.
So he tapped that and then ran and then kicked. So it's their line.
Oscar getting his head over the ball there.
I mean, I'm looking to you two from an analysis perspective
of the tap and go. The only thing I can think of is maybe if he came towards this touchline, it'd be better off with the wind. But
yeah, or maybe he
tapped it and went, "Oh, it's on to run," and then he looked up and thought, "No, it's not. I better kick it."
I think that's more likely the scenario. Yeah.
Trying to fight his corner here.
I'd imagine he's probably been told as he's come on to speed up the game and and look to take quick taps.
Simo has nearly got his hands on that there. It's another good box from a man who's very good at box kicks. The tie takes it, gets away. I'm looking for positives from today. There's a little dab. Go on, then get a bounce. Get the bounce we want. Go on, Sam. He's got it back. What? The crowd are angry about something there.
Do you think that's high or
space?
Go on, Will. Go on, Will. Go on, Will. Go on, Will. Here we go.
Inside.
2-on-1. Oh, he's dropped it. We had a 2-on-1 there, but it was Simo and he just...
It wasn't Dino.
I literally thought, man on the outside, and Simo's
limping now. He's limping now.
That's a...
To make it look like he couldn't...
What are they... Oh, they're looking for a high tackle here. Yeah, which it is.
Yeah, high tackle will go back for the penalty.
Oh, if that's... I love Simo. Honestly, he's one of my favourite Quins. I think he's great. But I wish it was anybody else but him on the outside.
I don't know how he found himself on the wing there.
Well, probably looking to fill the lungs by the looks of things, and then the ball comes over. He looks goose, doesn't he?
He does. And he's going to have to go straight into a ball.
Yeah. Hell of an engine on the bloke, though, really. Like
his work rate's pretty exceptional.
Right, into the last 10 minutes and into the 22. Bit of tempo from Will Edwards, though. We like it. It was actually a really good pickup from Ty because Will has drilled that pass into him, hasn't he? Come on, the crowd! Ooh, has that gone forwards?
It's a knock-on, yeah.
The thing is, I know it's frustrating, but you've almost got to go for a first phase play these days. But they're going to kick away the advantage, hopefully. Oh, Caden. Good feet, really good feet.
Footwork and strength.
He's done brilliantly well there.
Yeah, and then he sent Lewis straight onto Manu's shoulder. Oh, God. He won't be writing him a thank you card for that, will he? He has done well, though.
Oh, great pick up.
Oh! Forward pass, was it?
Yeah.
I like that Will at first receiver, Tommy at second receiver. Yeah, it's just not come clean out of the hands. Again, look at this pickup off the toes from Ty.
And he's being replaced by 19, George Hammond.
George Hammond's another socks around the ankles guy.
You're just copying Tiz.
Yeah, he is, yeah. George Hammond, whenever I see him, wherever I see him, just looks really pleased to be there. Yeah, it could be out there on the pitch playing in the Premiership. It could be in the bar afterwards having a plate of chips. Like, it could be. He's just always just looks really happy to be there.
Quite a nice trait to have.
Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, George is here. Great. I'm having a good time. Competition now closed. We'll be announcing the winner at the end. And I can tell you, if you answered 3, then you were correct. Well, I hope you were, because you told me you won 2 and you told me that you won 1, so... Yes, 3 was the answer to the question. These 2 have signed the jersey and we'll be giving that away at the end of the show. And I think whether or not we do post-match pitchside very much depends on what happens in the next 8 minutes or so. Fascinating stat that we've just had here, that Sale Sharks have actually made twice as many tackles as Harlequins. Because, again, I'm relying on your expertise here as players who've been at the coalface a lot more than people like me who sit in the stands, but it does feel as though Harlequins haven't made it as difficult for Sale Sharks as they'd have liked to have today.
I think that's exactly that. I think in the first half, Sale scored a couple of easy tries that they didn't really have to work too much for. And the tries that we've scored, we've had to work for, which is why they've obviously made more tackles.
Yes, yes, yes. Reset the scrum, which of course will suit Sale because the clock continues to tick. But again, positives. Got the young lads out there from the academy. Got Hugh Jones back next week, Scott Steele back the week after.
Touchwood.
Yeah, man. Oh, Alex Sanderson looking smug because Sale have won their cup final twice this year. Sorry.
I heard Bath fans shouting that they won the league last week.
What do they call it? The lineal champion in boxing, isn't it? The guy who beats the guy.
Great tackle from Lewis there on Fath. Just he was trying to skip on the outside of him.
Yeah.
Get to the winger to draw him in. Did a great job.
And a penalty for something. Oh, that's about to turn off. Come on. Oh, it has turned off. Can you see where the on button is? Oh, scrum pens are annoying. Come on, more crumbs of comfort here. Wait till we turn this ball over, mate, honestly. Tops off for the turnover.
Yeah, it's pretty cold though, the top's off.
Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, Hammond nearly getting a fingertip on that, but then the maul starts, 6 minutes to go. Wrong part of the pitch, wrong side of the scoreboard. Is that tackler not releasing, is it?
I think so, yeah. Like we said before about Sale not having to work too hard for their tries and the field position there, we've piggybacked them up the field.
Yeah.
And now they're 5 metres out from our line.
Well, what we need to do, boys, that we've not spoken about yet, is the DHL moment that delivers. It can be absolutely anything you want. It could be a try, it could be a tackle, it could be the delicious hot dog you had at half-time. But we need to do it every game, so even though there's not been a huge amount to celebrate today, let's talk about some of the good bits.
I think Tizard's try,
yeah.
The way that we actually kept hold of the ball, but high tempo, Villy coming round the corner late off of Deese and that lovely offload to put Tiz under the sticks. That was a good moment.
Yeah. And other than that, anything you'd like to add?
Well, the other try we scored.
Yes.
Tommy Allen's try was in a similar way. Went through the phases, kept going at them, changed direction, and really well taken, really well taken try by Tommy.
I've got
another
one
moment for Tommy.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to say his try-saving tackle.
Yeah.
So there's 3 really good moments.
So let's pick one then. The DHL moment that delivers is there's a little dab over the top, looking for the 5th try. Get in the 5th try.
Looks like
oh, goodness me. Right, well, that's game over then. And the Harlequins fans respond by trying to catch the earlier train out of Twickenham. Oh,
saw a lot of people stand up just then, and not to celebrate.
Rob Dupree was that. Lovely little dab through.
That's his 2nd try of the game.
Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, tough day at the office today. Certainly shows how competitive the league is, though. Especially when all the internationals in your team don't play in the Six Nations. Sorry. So what are we going to go for? Are we going to go for the Tommy try, the Tommy try-saver, or the Tizzy try? What's our DHL moment that delivers?
I'd go Tizzy try, but...
Yeah, let's give it to Tiz.
Yeah. I would give Tommy's try-saver, but you can't really give a try-saver if you end up getting beat.
Yes.
That is true.
That is
conceding another 36 points.
If it was a try-saver to save the game and win, maybe.
Yeah, that is...
a great effort, nonetheless.
Yeah.
And, again, focusing on positives here. Tommy Allen getting 80 minutes of rugby.
Yep.
Is great. Oh. Right, we've got a competition winner. Congratulations to... Oh, the anticipation. The anticipation is killing me. Thank you for all entering, by the way, and thanks for watching today. The winner of the shirt is Brenda Ellis on Facebook. Slide in our DMs, Brenda. We will get your address and we'll get it sent over to you. You have won the jersey, the signed jersey, by the 2 gentlemen next to me. And tune in every week because there are always great prizes. Not always this great, obviously. Come on. It's not every day we get 3-time Calcutta Cup winners to sign jerseys to give away. But we appreciate you sticking with us on the journey. It's more good than bad. All right. Another free kick at the scrum. Oh, they're going to scrum again. Just blow the whistle, ref. So, there will be no post-match. We'll get the post-match thoughts of these guys. But we want to see you again at the Stoop soon. It's Wasps, the Pride game next. If you haven't got a ticket, you can join us on Quins Live. Then we've got Sale Sharks in the Prem Cup, which will be one to look forward to, actually, because that'll be a great chance to see some other Quins in the quarters and probably see some fresh faces for Sale Sharks too. Big period of games. Wasps visiting. Well, that's looking bigger than ever, and that'll be a great occasion as well, the Pride game. Penalty advantage. Oh, kicked overhead now, there's a foot race on. Offside, that'll be another penalty, will it? Oh, we've got away with one there, perhaps. Come on then, let's have a full length to finish. Oh, it's all got a bit Fijian.
Jamin's on the wing again.
To be fair, he loves it, mate. He loves the gallop. Oh, well, well, well.
Come on, Quinn.
So we're in the 79th minute now.
We're going to look to play.
Mayers. Oh, I thought he could have gone then, you know.
I did think he would.
Oh, don't step back into more scope.
Honestly, I
thought he was through, yeah.
Does look like he can make things happen though, Will Edwards, doesn't he? He's a lot to like about him.
Exactly, he's incredibly fit from all his sevens that he's played.
Yeah.
He's quick and he's got good feet and really good skills as well, so he's definitely a danger on the ball.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh!
Oh! I think the boys just having a bit of fun, but it's all fun. It's all fun and games.
The goal there,
I thought he might, and then no point.
14:36 full time then, boys. Well, look, most disappointing one of the season, I think.
Yeah, didn't really turn up. Our accuracy was very much down compared to usual.
Yeah.
Early on gave them a bit of a foothold into the game with their discipline at set piece and stuff, and they took the chances very well, especially in that first half, but very disappointing for us.
Saracens next week, Hugh?
Yeah, looking forward to it. I think, yeah, if we look at today, it wasn't good enough, not a good enough performance, too many errors, too many penalties. Next week we'll be looking to change all of that, definitely. We're going away to Sarries. They'll be missing a few England boys, so yeah, hoping for a better performance.
Well, thank you very much for your company, boys. Absolute pleasure to have you on the show. I mean, hopefully we never get to do it again, because you're out there doing the business in the quarters, but there's always a welcome for you here, and there's always a welcome for you wherever you're watching around the world. If you can't get to the Stoop, make sure you join us on Harlequins Live. Next, it will be the Pride game as Wasps come to the Stoop. We need some wins, because if we're going back to back, first thing we need to do is get into the top 4. Thanks for joining us. The full-time score, we're going to wash it off, forget about it, and come again against Saracens on Sunday. But until we get to speak again, goodbye.